What's up, guys? It's Will Kelly here with Military Lawn Cuts, where my wife and I have built a $600,000 lawn care business last year. And in today's video, what we are going to be talking about is the disciplinary action of employees and how to handle that if you have employees, or you're a team lead or a shift lead, or you own your own business. And if you're wondering how to handle tardies, unexcused absences, call-offs, no-call, no-shows, this video is for you. So we are going to go through exactly what we do and how we handled those situations. Alrighty, so let's jump on in here. So this is our actual standard operating procedure for disciplinary attendance policy. And so basically what we let our team members know. So before I jump into this, it's really important from day one to have a handbook or a policy published and posted somewhere in the workplace. So number one, when they come even for the interview, they can see those standard operating procedures, so there's no questions at all what your policy is. So from day one, it should be posted on the wall, on the bulletin wall, for everyone to see. Number two, you should go through an orientation process to explain to them these standard operating procedures and what is expected of them while they are under your supervision and work for your company. And number three, you definitely want to have it in a handbook, so that way if there is ever any issues with excessive tardies, unexcused absences, no call, no shows, all of that stuff, they know exactly the type of disciplinary action that will be implemented. And basically what this is you are giving them the rules of the game. So this coming to work, showing up on time, playing the game well, you're basically giving them the blueprint for what they need to succeed, instead of this gray area of you coming out and being like, I don't feel that great today. Yeah, I'm going to get on this guy because he showed up late, right? It just removes all of the emotions out of it. You give them exactly what the rules of the game are, and it's their responsibility to play well within the game. So let's read through this here. So if you cannot make it to one of your scheduled shifts, you must notify us 2 hours before your scheduled shift. It will be recorded as an unexcused absence unless you have a doctor's note. If we do not receive a 2-hour notice, you will be written up as a no call, no show. Now, a lot of important key points here that I want to dive into. So the reason why we say a 2-hour notice is because our estimator and dispatcher and scheduler are putting out these routes. So we need to make sure that we're not getting blindsided last minute of a no call, no show, or someone not making it to their shift. This is why we say we need a 2-hour notice, so that way we are educated 2 hours in advance, so that way when we get up, when the scheduler gets up, they can see, oh, so-and-so is not going to make it in today, he's not feeling well, or whatever this scenario may be, and we can adjust those schedules accordingly, so that way right when the crews come in, they can see it on their board and they can roll out and get out on their routes in a smooth fashion. All right, so let's see. One unexcused absence or tardy will half their profit sharing bonus for the quarter. So we give out a profit sharing bonus for people with good attendance. Highly recommend doing this. It's an absolute game changer for people to actually show up on time consistently, because when they can get a nice solid bonus for doing what they're supposed to, a lot of the times they'll conform and raise to that level of expectations. All right, now if this is done twice, if they are tardy twice, or they have an unexcused absence twice, they will be completely removed from the profit sharing. So really big parameters here. This is why it's really important that they show up on time. All right, let's take a look here at some of these other things here. So again, we want to give them all the rules here. So for the tardies, if we look here, so one tardy equals one occurrence. Okay, so what does our disciplinary process look like for someone that consistently gets tardies? Well, let's take a look. If there's 3 tardies, there is a verbal warning that gets implemented. And this is not a, hey, we need you to show up on time, a literal verbal warning from the mouth. We print off one piece of paper that I can show you guys if you guys want. If so, leave a comment below and I can show this to you guys in the next video. If we get enough people that are like, hey, I want to see that documentation, I can absolutely show it to you guys. But for basic terms, there's one piece of paper and it has a verbal warning, a written warning, a final warning, and a termination. So it's all on one page, so we can reference it anytime they go to a step 2 or step 3. Okay, so after 3 tardies, there's a verbal warning, which is it's technically a written, it's a non-written, it's a verbal warning. Number 2, if they get to 6 tardies, then there is a written warning, and again, that goes on that second line, which is an official write-up. If there's 9 tardies, then it's a final written warning, and we make it very clear that, hey, you are 3 away from getting terminated. I don't want to do this, but you know the rules of the game, and we need to follow the rules, right? And then obviously at 12 occurrences, they get terminated. Whether we like them or not, that's our rules, that's our policy. It's their responsibility to follow the rules. Okay. For the unexcused absences, this is somebody that cannot come in for their shift, whether they're tired, they have a headache, they didn't get much sleep last night, they had to go take care of family matters, whatever it is. If they cannot perform a shift, that is technically an unexcused absence, unless they are sick and they get a doctor's note. That's the only time that it can be excused. So after 6 of these, it is a verbal warning. After 9, it's a written warning. After 12, it's a final written warning. And after 15 unexcused absences, it's termination. So we're a little bit more lenient on this. We obviously know things come up, but we want to give them the benefit of the doubt and enough kind of grace period for us to try to correct those unexcused absences. Okay. Now, single day of no call, no show. Okay. This is a severe thing. What a no call, no show is start time rolls around. We haven't heard from the person. 2-3 hours after that, we still don't hear from the person, and we have to reach out and say, hey, where are you at? Like, are you still alive? We care about you. What's going on? This is not like you to not show up or call. And sometimes that happens. So one no call, no show, it's an immediate written warning. There's no verbal warning at all. We go straight to an official written warning. After 2 occurrences, it's a final written warning. And after 3 occurrences, they get terminated. Okay. Now, this is the disciplinary action process that we take. It's very cut and dry. It's black and white. They know exactly how we will handle situations. And what I will say about this is every year on January 1st, it does reset for the employees. So this doesn't necessarily carry on for years if they stay with the company for multiple years. Okay, every January, it resets. Everybody gets a clean slate. And for profit sharing each quarter, so each quarter is, so Q1 is actually about to end here in a couple of days. So Q1 is basically January, February, and March. It's the first quarter of the year. Again, for profit sharing, the employees need to work the entire quarter to be eligible. And 1 tardy or unexcused absence will half their profit sharing. 2 tardies or 2 unexcused absences or 1 of each will completely remove them from the profit sharing. However, every quarter it resets. So perfect example, we have currently a team member who has 1 tardy and 1 unexcused absence for Q1. Well, he is not eligible for the profit sharing this month, but next week the new quarter starts for Q2. So it doesn't wipe his actual overall attendance, but for profit sharing, he starts off with a clean slate and he is eligible for the profit sharing for that quarter of April, May, and June. As long as he doesn't get any tardies or unexcused absences, he will be eligible to get into the 10% pool of profit sharing for our company to have that added bonus and incentive to be here on time each and every day. Guys, I hope this helps you. If it did, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button because I want to bring you guys more great content like this. If this helped, please let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.